I am on a quest to document every single Game Boy Advance game that has ever been made. And today, we're doing everything or nothing. Let's go, baby. Alright, welcome gamers, come one, come all. Today we are taking a look at Everything or Nothing for the Game Boy Advance. This is a game that's kind of near and dear to me, not necessarily on the Game Boy Advance, but because it's one of my all-time favorite games, like ever. It was released on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, and of course they ported this over to the Game Boy Advance. And just kind of seeing how this holds up. Make sure you stick around, watch the whole video, because my review of this game is going to be sprinkled throughout the dialogue of the whole thing. You may notice the music here is amazing. So all the James Bond games usually have their own original music, and Everything or Nothing definitely had a banger. All right. So as you can see, they take direct screenshots from the game on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. All right, let's go. Looks like we're in the game. Haha. So a couple things I wanted to cover. As you may have noticed, my layout has changed. I spent a ridiculous amount of time in RetroArch trying to dial in the perfect look, and I think I got it. And then, I noticed I got some feedback in my Discord and on YouTube that, my face was blocking the game, so here you go. My face is over here now, and I decided to add a nice little friendly reminder to subscribe and to let you know that I have a Twitch and a Discord. I think the layout looks good, but you'll have to let me know. I think this is the new meta. Alright, so just like the Xbox game, this is taken straight out of how it goes. You rappel off the building. It's nice to see this in the Game Boy Advance. It's pretty cool. Oh shit. Alright, looks like we have an auto lock, so that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, let's go. So I played a little bit earlier just to get familiar with the controls and everything, and one thing that is nice about this game is a good solid autosave system. Okay, so there is the Q lab here. Let's take a look at each one. You got flak armor, reduces projectile damage by 10%, reduces explosive damage by 5%. Looks like we have a weighted handle that can increase accuracy by 5%. Pistol kit increases damage by 5%. High grip boots increase speed by 5%. And we got some other stuff over here too. Heck yeah.
Situation update 007.
Normally I don't like when they try to force like voiceovers in Game Boy Advance games, but here I actually like it. It's not overdone, it's just a quick one-liner, that's it. Alright, looks like we're straight into the game here, so this is the second level. This is quite different from the ports on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2. Color palette's pretty good. The graphics are pretty good. If you ask me, this kind of looks like they started to develop this on the Game Boy Color and then decided to switch it over to the Game Boy Advance. Sneak up on this guy right here. Yoink. Oh yeah, we're sneaking around now, boys. Looks like I have a crouch option. I'm not sure if it actually helps me be invisible or not, but it's here. Oh shit. And then you do notice up at the top left we do have a mini map, so it'll tell you like where the bad guys are. Help me sneak up on them a little bit. Oh, yep. Looks like I have a detection meter too. Oh shit, get over here. Oh, here comes some bad guys. Alright, cool. So you have an auto lock feature, which is nice, but can like manually aim. I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting how they tackle certain things on the Game Boy Advance. Alright, so basically we gotta walk up to this guy and get the invitation. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to knock his ass out. Who are you? I'm here to borrow your invitation to tonight's card game. You'll do no such thing. Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass. Yup. Oh boy, here we go. You know, I like games like this because, like, the Game Boy Advance, like, when you were a kid, like, you know, most of it was family friendly, but there were a few titles that were a little bit more mature, and I feel like this one is definitely, like, a title that's, like, you know, it was cool being a kid to have this, like, you know, mature shooter spy action game. Another great game, which I can't wait to cover, is the Mission Impossible game, Operation Suma, I think, or Surma. That one's great. Okay, the red bar in the upper left is your alert meter. Use it to determine whether or not you're being seen. Okay. Okay, she's telling us that we can use the pillars for cover. I probably shouldn't have just blasted him, but hey, whatever. Oh, here we go, here we go. He's not going to see it coming. Let's go, let's go. Oh, crap. Yeah, that failed spectacularly. Here we go. This guy's not going to see it. Yup. Alright, alright, alright. Yoink. Alright, we're just gonna pretend that I never beat up those guys and that never happened. Hey, I'm here to play some poker. Invitation, please. May Lady Luck be with you tonight at the casino. Welcome to our annual high stakes game. I'll take a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Oh, there he is. Nice, beautiful, bald man. Oh, shit. Alright, looks like he had something to deal with, so I'm gonna cause some trouble now. Aw, thanks for the drink. Yeah, one thing I can notice is they definitely put a good amount of work into the game. I mean, the artwork is nice. I like the character sprites. Nothing too fancy. It's good to have actual shadows casting. And the character model himself, Mr. Bond, he's... well... You're mine! This is pretty fun, just sneaking around, beating dudes up. Oh, shit. Yeah, so long for stealth. Oh, snap. Here we go. We got a car section. Let's see if it's any good. Alright, looks like we got machine guns, and then we also got missiles. This is kind of cool, not gonna lie. Okay, so we can fire a rocket with B. Then I think I can drop oil slicks behind me. That's pretty cool. This is kind of a throwback to older games. And I like how they managed to keep some of the core elements of the PS2 games in here too as well. I don't know if you've been listening to the soundtrack in the background, but honestly, I think they did a pretty good job with it. It's good Game Boy Advance music. I like to see Game Boy Advance music that's been developed for the system and not just forced into the system. Oh, the rocket function is really wonky. I'm on to you, baby. Let's go. You're going down. Oh my God, earlier I freaking stubbed my toe and I like fucked up my toenail. It was so bad. Alright, here we go again. Apologize for not uploading yesterday. I'm going to try to upload every single day. I just did get a lot of sleep last night and I just wasn't in any kind of shape to actually record a video. But yeah, no, make sure you follow along. Join me on my journey to document every single Game Boy Advance game that has ever been made. Alright, I'm on to you now, Buster. Pick up these rockets. Give them the slick. Yeah, one thing I want to do is I want to make these not just like Game Boy Advance reviews, but I want to make it so like you can just tune in every day when I upload a video and just kind of hang out with me. And, you know, I kind of just talk about things, talk about my life, direction of the channel, you know, just kind of general content you can just consume every day. Even if you're not really particularly interested in the game, you can just come hang out with me, you know what I mean? Try to make it as fun and as engaging as possible. I'm sure I'll have high energy days, and I'm sure I'll have low energy days, and hey, I'll take what I can get, but I'll try to be consistent and upload every single day. And also, I feel like it's kind of cool because, you know, if I do actually document all the North American releases, that's kind of a big thing, you know? I'm actually preserving a piece of history on the internet. Gotcha. Oh, he's dead now. Beautiful. Traffic here can be murder. Let's see if we can do a little upgrade, shall we? I think I'm gonna go with this flak armor, because I get hit a lot. Alright, beautiful. On to the next mission here. Let's go. Alright, we gotta run around and collect samples of this stuff. So I gotta walk up to places and scan them. But we also gotta just beat the crap out of bad guys too as well. I think I'm gonna do a thing. Have a little Bond moment here. Boom. It would be cool to see some Bond moments in the Game Boy Advance game, but I just don't see that. Honestly, the shooting is kind of growing on me. Because, like, you can auto-aim and just, you know, fire off random shots, but I really like manually targeting. I think that's done very well. Okay, looks like we got our first sample here. Let's go ahead and scan this. Oh yeah, we got some grenades, baby. Let's do it. Second one, let's go. Nice, got a med kit. Yeah, I'm just out here with no regard for my safety. Frick. Honestly, manual aiming, I think works better. Music on this level is pretty good. Just take a listen. This is the kind of stuff that makes me fall in love with the Game Boy Advance. Ooh, look at that. Oh, you do get Bond moments. That was sweet. Looks like I picked up a data disk. I'm not really sure what that's used for. Oh, we have different abilities, like I can activate a hologram model of myself. And then there's mines too, they can walk over and it explodes. Take him out, get some ammo real quick. Guess we'll sneak around a little bit, huh? Yeah, get fucked. Alright, here we go, here's the third one. So you can just walk around, you can use stealth if you want to, and then you can also just run and gun. I like running and gunning, it's just easy. But no, it is here. I think it works great. Auto lock feature's great. Ah! Well. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for today. I think I've documented a decent amount of this game, first few levels and whatnot. I will say right off the bat, my impressions of the game, the art style, I think is very good. The gameplay, it works. It's pretty good and feels a little junky at times, but more or less it's pretty good. I was excited for this to be a really close representation of a port because the first mission was like that was 1-to-1 to how the game actually is on the PlayStation 2. But it kind of seems like they maybe were developing this game before Everything or Nothing came out, and then decided to scrap their ideas and then put together this. I don't know. You'll have to tell me if you know this stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a good game. It's a good, solid game, good spy game. Yeah, I think it's worth checking out. But if you like this video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, check out my Twitch, check out my Discord. Stay tuned for more Game Boy Advance games because I'm going to cover them all. Thanks. I'll see you later.